everybody, my name is Carla and you've reached my FlossTube channel, Carla being Crafty. I do a regular video every Sunday about cross stitch and crafts, but today is a separate extra video. Today is Saturday, it's November 5th, and I'm coming to you with an extra special tasting video. So I started doing tasting videos of Universal Yum boxes 3 months ago, but this is not a Universal Yums box. This is a special box that was sent to me by a subscriber from New Zealand. She had contacted me, her name is Tanya Kane from New Zealand, and she contacted me on Instagram a couple weeks ago and said that she would be happy to send me kind of like a care package from New Zealand if I would be interested. And of course I was like, yes, please send me a care package. So exciting. And then a couple days later she messaged me again and said that she had gone to the post office and put it in the mail. You know, I was expecting to get a couple things. Today there was a knock on the door, and I actually had to sign for the package, and it was like this box, this heavy box. Of course, she put it in a box that she could find, which says disinfectant wipes. So at first I was like, what is this? I didn't order disinfectant wipes. But then I saw that it was from New Zealand, and I realized what it was, and I was so excited. I was actually kind of feeling a little blue this morning, and I was contemplating, like, well, maybe I could open one of my Hanukkah presents early, and then I'm like, no, that's not fair. The people who sent it to me expected me to wait and open them at Hanukkah. And then I got this box, and it's like now I'm just floating on air because this is just so full of amazing, exciting things, and I'm really excited to be able to share them with you, what Tanya sent me. I don't think I'm going to actually be able to taste everything because there's so much stuff in here. Yeah, I just don't think I'm going to be able to actually taste everything, but we'll go through the box together. Maybe, you know, find some new things from New Zealand that I've never tasted before, and yeah, I'm so excited. So thank you so much, Tanya. This was just the nicest thing. I am so excited, beyond excited, obviously, you can tell. Okay, so the first thing when I opened the box was this package of tea towels that she sent me, and it says Derek Prestige range, and it's by artist John Gerard Coulemans. So these are illustrations of New Zealand native bird life. So these are the two towels. So pretty. Obviously, beautiful towels to be displayed and probably not used because I don't know that I want to wipe my wet hands. Although wet hands is not that bad, right? So, and of course I didn't think to open this first. These are just so beautiful. I mean, look at these. Oh my gosh. Like, these aren't even like towels. These are like, you know, hang them on the wall because they're gorgeous. Okay, so that's the first one, and this is a New Zealand kingfish. And then this one is red crowned, yellow crowned, and orange fronted parakeets. So pretty. These really are so pretty. So, and I'm kind of going through them really quickly here because I have so much stuff to show you guys, but I'm going to enjoy like really like looking at these later, and they're so pretty. I'm going to have to decide how I'm going to display them, if I'm going to actually like put them on the wall or hang them in my kitchen somewhere. Very exciting. Okay, then there was this little thing in here that she had wrapped up in foil, so I was like, why is that separated? And then I figured it out once I opened it and realized, yes, they have Glad snap blocks in New Zealand. These are 2 bars of soap, special soap. This is Only Good Repairing Soap, Manuka Honey and Pear, natural body bar. So apparently 2 things I learned just glancing through this box. Manuka honey is a New Zealand native honey and very famous for its healing properties. So I looked through the box briefly when I got it, so that if there was anything I wasn't familiar with, I could look it up online before I got on this video and tell you what I learned. So Manuka honey is native to New Zealand, but bees that are making honey from the Manuka flower. And it has antibacterial properties which make it kind of different than other honeys. And it is also antiviral, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant. So it's like a huge like health food thing. And I guess it's only made in New Zealand as far as what I saw. And then this is a coconut soap. Ooh, smells good too. Made from the Echo store. Whew. So she sent me these 2 soaps. Very exciting. But the rest of this big box is all stuff to eat, which any of you guys have been watching me in the beginning know that I like to eat. I like my snacks and candy and whatever, so let's just dive in. I'm just so excited. Okay, so the first thing is a Whittakers peanut slab, milk chocolate and peanuts. I don't think I'm going to open this because although it's nice and thick and I'm sure it's going to be delicious, it's probably not going to be that different than stuff that I'm used to. So this is going to be saved. It will be a treat later. Whittakers, I guess, is a New Zealand confectionery that's pretty famous because there's a lot of stuff in here that are Whittakers. So that's the first thing that she sent me. And here's another Whittakers. Look at this candy bar, you guys. It's huge. It's called Jelly Tip Block. It's a raspberry flavored jelly in white and milk chocolate. So this one I am going to open and show you guys. I almost don't want to open it because it's so like pretty. I feel like this is like, you know, from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the huge candy bars, and yeah. So I'm almost like, I almost don't want to open it, but at the same time, I totally do because it sounds like it's going to be really delicious. But I also want to open it without like ripping it to pieces. So is that going to be possible? I don't know. Okay, oops. I'm ripping it a little bit. All right. So I was thinking as I was kind of like opening this box, like if I were to send somebody a care package from the US or from California, like what would I send? And it you know, at first it's like I'm not sure. What is iconic like US snacks or iconic California snacks? I'm not sure. I'm really not when I started thinking about it. I mean, California is like big with strawberries and oranges and stuff like that. The produce that we have. Okay, so first I'm just going to show you what it looks like, a little peeky in there. So if I break off one row. Okay, so there's 2 squares, so it's a white chocolate, there's a milk chocolate base. And then if I cut it in half so we can see what's in the middle. Ooh, raspberry like jelly stick thing. Okay, here goes. That is good, you guys. It's really, really good. Okay. I'm gonna have to make this last. Oh. The jelly is like, I've had like raspberry jelly sticks before dipped in chocolate. You can get those at Trader Joe's. But this is like not the same. Like it's not as hard. The jelly is like a softer, more jelly. Yeah. I know, like, in England and stuff, they call jellies what we would call, like, Jell-O. But, this is really good. Okay. Next thing. Okay. These are limited edition LMP flavored lumps. So, and it says underneath LMP, it says lemon and Peroa. P-A-E-R-O-A. So I looked this up, and LMP is a soft drink that's, you know, only in New Zealand. Peoria, I guess, is the city in New Zealand where this was first developed. So I don't know if, like, there's a Peoria fruit, but it's a lemon, I guess, a lemon soft drink. And apparently it's made by Coca-Cola now, but it's still only in New Zealand. And I guess it's really popular in New Zealand, and it's used as a mixer a lot. The Google thing that I was reading said they use it as a mixer with Southern Comfort. So this says, on the back, it says, a unique twist on two much-loved Kiwi icons. Chewy LNP flavored lumps is covered in delicious dark chocolate. Okay, so. Does anybody know why people from New Zealand are called Kiwis? I mean, I know that a kiwi is a bird, but is that why? Is it because the bird is from there? Okay, so these lumps are little rectangle, chocolate-covered rectangle things. And if I cut it in half, okay, they're not super soft on the inside. It's very like chewy, like almost like a toffee or something. It's very like a nougaty. It's chewy. It's but it tastes, you know, it's like a very lemon, effervescent-y lemon flavor. It's so weird, this texture. Like if you bite it, it's almost like it's very air-filled, and it, you know, like you're squishing it when you bite it, but it's not super soft. It's interesting. It's a different texture than anything I'm used to. I've had that texture before, but I'm not sure where. Okay. I was really excited when I saw this jar. I got a jar of Marmite. I don't know that I've actually ever tasted Marmite on its own, or Vegemite. I guess I don't know if Vegemite and Marmite are exactly the same. I think they're both yeast extracts, but and they're super nutritious from what I've heard. I do love Twiglets, which are a British snack. Like they're a whole wheat, for lack of a better word, pretzel type thing. So they're the little whole wheat stick, and they have like a yeast coating, I guess, which has been compared to Marmite. I don't think it's actually Marmite on them, but it's supposed to be similar. So I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna like this stuff. You spread it like on toast and whatever. I've seen it in some of the like British stores. I used to go to bagpipe competitions when I was married, because my husband was a bagpipe player in a band. So I used to go to competitions all the time, and there would be food booths and stuff there where they would have imported stuff. Not necessarily from like Australia, New Zealand, and places like that, but more, you know, from Great Britain. But they did have like Vegemite and things like that in these places, but I never bought it because it was like super expensive. And I have seen this at Whole Foods World Market, but I've never bought it. So it's like a brown. I don't have a spoon here. I'm just going to use the tip of the knife here. Just take a little bit out. So it's like a brown paste. Very salty. Very like rich. Okay. I really like it. What it reminds me of, and I hope that you guys don't think that this sounds like gross or whatever, but okay, so if you cook a roast and you know, and it cooks for a long time, you take the roast out, the drippings that are in the bottom of the pan, the really dark caramelized, very rich drippings, you know, not the fat, but the rich brown stuff. And when I was a kid, my mom would let me take a piece of bread and like spread that on the bread. And you can get that like if you roasted chicken or roast meat. That's what this tastes like to me. Now this is vegetarian. It's vegetables and yeast and stuff, but that's what it tastes like. It's that rich, like when you talk about umami, it's that rich umami flavor. So, oh my God, now I know I really like this stuff. I've always been afraid to like buy it because it's so expensive here, and you know, what if I hated it? Now I know I really like it. I think once I get done with this video and I make my lunch, I'm gonna have a good piece of sourdough toast with this on it, and oh my God, I'm gonna totally enjoy that. So thank you again, Tanya. Okay, next exciting thing in here. Okay, this is Donovan's New Zealand Hokey Pokey clusters, milk chocolate with a crunch. So I looked up Hokey Pokey because when I looked at the ingredients, it actually said, you know, Hokey Pokey crumbles, you know, and it has the ingredients of what that is, but it doesn't say like what Hokey Pokey is because apparently I should know. On the back it says, Donovan's know only good things come in clusters. As we've been crafting our premium chocolate since 1991, we know our Hokey Pokey clusters combining creamy milk chocolate with crunchy Hokey Pokey pieces will be a crowd pleaser. So Hokey Pokey is, Hokey Pokey ice cream, they said, was like a vanilla-based ice cream with a honeycomb toffee. So I guess a honeycomb toffee is basically what Hokey Pokey is. Which sounds pretty tasty to me. Okay, and there are little clusters that look like that. And before I eat it, let me cut it so you can see the middle. Make sure I don't have any Marmite on my knife. Ooh. Okay. You can see all the little bits in there. Chocolate and honeycomb. Oh, what could be bad? That was so good. And I'm putting the other half back in the bag so I don't stick it in my mouth. Ugh. Okay, so far, Tanya, New Zealand is a very delicious place to live. Okay. This is a huge cookie time cookie. I don't think I'm going to open this because it's a chocolate chip cookie, and I think it's going to stay better if I keep it in the package until I'm ready to eat it. But it's basically really great. Triple chocolate chunk cookie. I think it has, and this is from Cookie Bar Company, New Zealand. Say it with cookies. You click, we send cookies. So I don't know if they'll send anywhere, but that might be cool to get somebody cookies from New Zealand. Okay. Next, this box is still full, by the way. Okay. Okay, so this is not something I can taste, obviously, but it's a thing of soup. It is there's 2 packages of soup in here. Ooh, maybe I'll have soup and then my toast with Marmite. This is sweet potato, pumpkin, and caramelized onion soup with roasted garlic croutons. How good does that sound? Apparently, sweet potato is another New Zealand iconic thing, judging by the stuff in here. So I'm excited about that. I really love sweet potatoes. So yeah, if I had a choice between having a sweet potato or regular potato, just, you know, as a side dish, I would definitely go for the sweet potato. Okay, this is Arnott's. Arnott's is a very famous cookie company. I only know that because I watched Zumbo's Just Desserts on Netflix, which is Adriano Zumbo is a very famous dessert maker. And so he had a TV show that there's been 2 seasons of, and it's, you know, it's a competition show, it's a dessert competition show, but because it's filmed in Australia, there was like an episode where they talked about all these like iconic Australian cookies. One of them's actually in here. But Arnott's is the company that makes all those. So this is not a cookie though, I don't think. Well, it's a cracker. Vegemite and cheese. So Vegemite, which I don't think it's exactly the same as Marmite. I think it's like a competitor. So Vegemite and cheese, does it say anything about it? No, this says Vegemite and cheese. It says flavor you can see. It's just like a cracker. Oh, yum. Those are really good. Really, really good. Yep, they have a like a cheddar cracker. I taste like the cheddar cracker more as like an aftertaste almost, because that first the first taste is kind of like that salty. I mean, I guess it's the Vegemite. And I do taste almost a vegetable-y, like carrot oniony taste. I don't know if I'm imagining that because it's called Vegemite, so I've got that in my head, but in any case, it tastes really good. Okay, next. Okay, I'm excited about this little thing. Okay, again, this is Whittakers. So these are, it says Artisan Squares Selection, 18 assorted squares, individually wrapped. So somewhat like, you know, like the Ghirardelli squares is what I'm assuming that these things are. But, okay, the flavors that are in here, oh my god. Okay, so we've got Marlboro sea salt and caramel brittle in milk chocolate, which sounds delicious, but, you know, maybe something I've tasted similar before. Okay, but Hawke's Bay black Doris plum and roasted almonds in dark chocolate. Plum and almonds in dark chocolate. Oh my god. Okay, then Marlboro sea salt and caramel brittle with saffron and dark chocolate. That sounds so interesting. I mean, I haven't had a lot of things with saffron, but I know like it's such a like an iconic spice, and people are like, I mean, I know it's super, super expensive. I think they get saffron from the inside, what, the pistils of a lily, I think is what saffron is. And it's super, super expensive. West Coast buttermilk caramelized white chocolate. My friend would love that. She's like a total white chocolate like fiend. I gave her the white chocolate bar that I got in the Russia box because it was a big bar, and I was like, okay, you know, I thought she would like it, and she, oh my god, she loved that one. Okay, then this one, Nelson pear and Manuka honey in milk chocolate. Pear and honey. Now, I don't know if pear is like a very popular thing in New Zealand, but there's been a couple things in here that mention pear, so I'm thinking maybe. And then Wellington Roasted Supreme Coffee Dark Chocolate. I mean, don't those all sound like just amazing? So, yeah, so they're very similar to what we would know as like a Ghirardelli. But I want to find one of the more interesting ones to taste. I'm obviously not going to taste all of them. Oh, here's the one with saffron. Okay. So again, sea salt and caramelized brittle with saffron. And it came already broken for me, so that's good. It's really good. I'm not super familiar with saffron, so I don't know, like I can't pick it out. It's got this nice little crunch from the brittle and the salt, and it's just really tasty. Really good. Okay, 2 things left. Again, are not, excuse me. Okay, Arnott's Tim Tams. So I know that Tim Tams are like super popular, and there's all different flavors. These are Manuka honey, I'm sorry, I've been saying that wrong. Manuka honey and cream Tim Tams. I looked up Tim Tams. I have heard of these before, again, because I watched that show. Apparently Tim Tams are now available in the United States at Walmart or Target or something. I've never seen them, but of course COVID, so I haven't really been in stores. But yeah, I know that Tim Tams are like a hugely popular cookie in Australia, New Zealand. I believe they're a sandwich cookie. So it's like a sandwich cookie coated in chocolate. Ooh, crunchy. And here goes. Oh my gosh, those are really good. I always say this with cookies, but those would be really good with like a cup of hot tea or coffee. I can tell why they're popular, because man, these are tasty. Perfect like crunch with the nice cream and then the chocolate. Okay. And then the last thing, last but not least, Proper Crisps, Kumara Crisps. I did look up, Kumara is what they call sweet potatoes in New Zealand. I don't think like the Kumara is only in New Zealand. I think it's just the name for sweet potatoes. If I'm wrong, then please let me know. But it says, we believe that crisps can be real food, and we're tired of settling for overprocessed, artificially flavored chips, so we decided to make our own the proper way. And so sweet potato crisps, or what we would call potato chips, right, here in the US. So chips in the UK are what we would call French fries, I believe. And then they call what we would call chips crisps. without like ripping the whole thing apart so that you guys can see. Those were good. It was really good. They taste like healthier than a potato chip. Are these baked? They're really good. I have had root chips before, and they would have sweet potato in them. And so it is a taste I have tasted before, but they are really, really good. So that is the end of my box of goodies from Tanya. And again, all I can do is say thank you so much, Tanya. This was so fun to open, and I'm just amazed at your generosity. Thank you. It blows my mind how nice it was for you to not only send me something at all, but to send me this huge box full of goodies, and just give me a little bit of an insight to the to the flavors of your country. So now I know that Manuka honey is super popular in New Zealand, and sweet potatoes are popular in New Zealand, and pear, I think, and Marmite, obviously chocolate, because a lot of these things have chocolate. So again, thank you so much, Tanya, for sending me the box. Thank you guys for watching me open the box and do this taste test. I hope that you enjoyed it. I kind of hope I made you salivate a little bit, and now you're gonna want to go and see if you can find any of these goodies where you live, or contact somebody from New Zealand and have them send you some goodies. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great week. I will be back here tomorrow with my regular FlossTube video. And I am going to go now and decide what of these goodies I'm going to have another bite of. So have a good day, you guys. Remember, until I see you again, to be content, be kind, and be crafty. Thank you. This is Carla. Bye-bye.